Knocking. Oh yeah, no, I wanted to ask y'all real quick, man. Who's been on the YFM podcast Twitter?
I haven't. Wow, what's going on?
I'm seeing a lot of right wing tweets.
Somebody saying
Wanted to
something.
know.
Oh, he's insinuating that one of us is part of Mac. And he's actually insinuating it's me. That's what he's talking about.
I mean, I might have said something reckless, but I ain't say that. Something like that.
I haven't been on there since March.
I'm actually automatically signed into it, so anytime I post on there is lit.
So it's you.
It's not me.
It's you that's over there.
I haven't been on there for like 2 weeks.
Like in Trump tweets.
No.
I ain't gonna blame it on me. Thanks a lot, Wayne. Appreciate you.
I do not like Trump tweets.
Malcolm, turn it down.
I don't understand why this keeps happening. I really don't. Oh. Early voting starts real soon, y'all. I know I'm about to go October 7th. I'm gonna knock that out.
Yeah, let me get it over with now because I ain't waiting in the long ass line in November.
People always trying to stick in them long ass lines. Nah.
Unless they got a VIP line.
she gonna play a cut price. Let me do the cut line at the
I'm gonna do the cut line. I don't do line. I don't.
That'd be dope though.
20-year-olds.
If they had a cut line, that'd be so dope. I would definitely do that. I'm bougie enough to do that.
Right.
Wayne do it too. I ain't gonna lie.
They need to do like an Uber Eats line when somebody will stand in line for you.
Yeah.
Give them like $5 an hour or something.
They do that when the iPhone released.
They
have
do
people that you can pay on in a line for you overnight.
Welcome, y'all, to What the F Happened This Week. Thank y'all for joining us again. I have the big homie Wayne all the way to the right, and Rita from Rita's F'd Up Stats in the middle. How are y'all doing this week? Clap, clap, clap. How's everyone doing? Blessed up?
Doing good, doing all right. We alive, baby.
That sounds got me tight, but I'm good.
All right, so first thing I wanted to go ahead and start off with real quick is shout out to Anthony Joshua for getting knocked out and falling on his shield this weekend.
Damn.
You know what I mean? I really appreciate him getting up as many times that he got rocked and pumping his chest up and saying, yeah, I'm going to go out on my shield. Also, the Dubois, you were already the champion, but you kind of was like, just got the championship because they stripped Usyk. But now you are the real legit heavyweight champion, 27 years old. He beat one of the most popular boxers in Great Britain. And that dude there is going to be a monster. He really earned his name Dynamite. He suffered 2 crazy losses in his career. He got outboxed by Joseph Parker. And then he barely lost a decision to Usyk. But he was able to really win, come back and do some amazing things. So shout out to both of those great boxers. Riyadh season on what you call it, Rita? Not the Zone. What is it called? Dazzin. That's what everybody else calling it, I guess. Dazzin. It was dope. It was a dope show. And yeah, man, now I cannot really wait to see Usyk versus Fury in December. That's going to be crazy because I know Dubois is fighting one of those dudes. So I want to go ahead and mention that real quick. Just a quick little sports take and just talk about boxing. I'm a big boxing fan. We need to cover more boxing on this channel. Rita, I know you wanted to talk about one of the best college games I think I've seen in a long time. I don't watch college like that. But Baylor versus Colorado. Rita, go ahead and give us your thoughts about that game.
God. So if you don't know, Sarita's Fucked Up Stats do not watch college football, period. I don't. However, there was nothing on TV. The Mummy wasn't on. Predator wasn't on. My usual go-tos on the weekend.
Bro, wasn't on TBS.
I watch them every time. I don't give a fuck. So,
bro,
I know every line. That's just, it is what it is. And I was scrolling through and I seen this game on. And I said, oh, let me go ahead and see what all the hubbub is about Colorado. We discussed Colorado many episodes.
Yes.
Oh my God. This was the best college football game I ever watched. And I've only watched them live when I was in college in North Carolina. This shit was so ill. It was neck and neck in a neck the entire fucking time. The highlight of the game, was Colorado pulling 2 touchdowns out of their ass. It was fucking incredible. Now, this is the thing, and now I get it when y'all talk about Shador, y'all talk about are they done? Yeah, Travis Hunter. They talk about are they done? Are they done? Hell no. I am a Colorado fan as of this moment, as of Saturday. They are not done. They're just getting fucking started. The only thing that I would say, the only caveat to that I would say is that fucking Shador, all he does, either they run it real close or he throws fucking Hail Marys. He does that the entire game. I really feel like he needs to like center it. They need to get into their routes, like their close routes, like less than 10 yards. So that way you're not like pushing it to the limit on every single fucking throw. They do that every single time. It just so happened that most of these babies caught the shits. If they didn't catch it, they would have fucking lost. So I would say that they need to work on they small time shits. Other than that, this game was fucking incredible. Now it's like 1 minute left. They needed a miracle. And apparently Colorado and Baylor, the last time they played together was like in 1970 or some shit. They didn't even have helmets. And
what?
Maybe they did. I don't fucking know. So really fuck those stats. So 1970 or some shit, and they Colorado actually won with like a 10-second Hail Mary miracle. Guess the fuck what? It happened again. They fucking won in like less than 10 seconds. No, I'm sorry. No. They tied it in less than 10 seconds. So then it's like 31-31. So then they go into OT. And then, wait a minute. Am I thinking about the right game? I hope so.
Yes,
Anyway.
you're thinking about the right game.
Oh, okay. Because this happened like 3 times this weekend. So I'm completely fucked. So then they go into fucking OT. And then Baylor actually wins the toss. So, but they fucked up and it was a 3-and-out. So then when the fuck are they named? Colorado, when the Buffaloes, they got the shit back, they scored. Now, apparently when you're in OT, I didn't know this about the rules. Apparently when you're in OT, there is no time limit. It's just you scored, they scored, whoever don't score, they fucking won. I did not know that.
In college.
Yeah,
that's in college.
in college. I wish we did that in real life. I mean, NFL.
I think so.
Anyway.
I agree.
I wish we did that in NFL. Like, don't put no fucking time. Let's get it. So then when Baylor gets the ball back, they can make it all the way down. They got fucked up call. They got a pass interference. It's like neck and neck. So I'm just like, oh God. So then the dude actually flips into the end zone to make the touchdown, but why the bitch fumbled? Oh my God. So then they was like, it's a fumble, a touchback. But then they was like, we got to review it. Why the whole fucking school went out on the field? The whole fucking school went out on the fucking field. So then I'm screaming in the house. It's like 10 o'clock at night. I think I woke my crazy ass husband up. He was like, what the fuck are you watching? I'm like, no. So then the whole school's on the fucking field. The game's not over. So then you hear the announcers talking about, please, everybody sit the fuck down because we haven't officially called the game yet. So then all these like bright ass yellow jackets go on the field. So it's like a whole bunch. The cops is on the field. The fucking whoever the hell they are is on the field trying to stop
refs.
them from going in. Yeah, refs, and then the other field people in the light yellow jackets. Whatever the fuck, I don't know. Security. So then
there it is. Security.
But the whole flight is still on the field.
Top flight.
Then they officially say, okay, it is over. The game's over, and fucking Colorado won. So then the rest of the people, the remaining 10 out of the 100,000 people that was in the stands, go on the field. It's insane. The cop, I don't even know where the cops came from. I didn't even think you had cops like that in the college football game. The fucking cops are surrounding the players, trying to get them into the locker room. Everybody is just going off. Like it made me want to go to Colorado University and take up fucking psychology or some shit. I don't know. I might want to enroll if I could bring my baby with me. So just to be there. But it was beautiful. It was incredible. I'm a Colorado fan. They're gonna get it this year, honey.
Yeah, they're gonna get something, all right.
That was the Sarita's fucked up stat version of what happened at the game. It was amazing.
All right, so I watched that game a little bit, and trust me, we're gonna talk about the Ravens versus the Cowboys, the Panthers versus the Raiders, the Saints versus the Eagles, the Browns versus the Giants, and the Texans versus the Vikings. But real quick to talk about, Colorado is gonna have some more problems because Colorado's going to have some issues because I just went solo on him. Didn't even do that. Colorado's going to have some issues because they won't be able to run the football, and they cannot stop the run or the pass. This game should have not been as close as it was. They cannot protect. They can't protect Shador at all. He got sacked 8 times.
Yeah, he did. He got sacked.
You can't do that. Look, Baylor is a mediocre team. They are. They're not ranked. They're about to play ranked. It's okay. They're about to play ranked opponents. When they start playing when they play like Kansas State, they're going to get demolished. That's a 12. They're ranked like number 12 or 13 in the nation. They are going to fuck them up because they can't protect them. And if you can't protect the quarterback, you're going to have a problem. And the problem really that the Colorado Buffs have is that they can't rush the ball, which stops the rush. So when you're getting rushed, right, you have 2 options. One, you can run. It's hard to do, but you can do it. But the best option is to throw screens and slants, real quick passes, because it's underneath 2 seconds, maybe 2.5 seconds, and the rushers can't get to you. That's how you stop all that shit. To your point, they don't do nothing but throw deep. They're throwing 15-yard passes constantly. It's not going to work. When they play actual teams that have a pass rush, they're going to have some serious problems. But this does kind of lead us to where we're going next. So, want to talk about the Ravens versus the Cowboys. The score was Ravens 28, Dallas 25. It was not that close. Yeah. It was not that close until like the 4 minutes left or 7 minutes left, I would say, in the fourth quarter is when it got close. But it was a blowout basically the entire game. You had Derrick Henry there running all over. You had Lamar not really putting up a lot of passing yards, but they really didn't have to. And you saw Dak Prescott look anemic until it was the fourth quarter and the game was basically out of hand. He put up hundreds of yards. But before that, he was looking like hot garbage. So, big homie Wayne, I want to start with you. Yeah. What did you think about the Ravens versus the Cowboys? And just give me your thoughts, man.
Okay. It was a good game. I liked seeing Lamar back. I don't know, he's not back in his highest form, but it's good to see Lamar back. He needed this win desperately. The Ravens needed this win because they're not an 0-2 team, they're not an 0-3 team, and I think I heard something along the lines of this is his first time starting out at 0-2. He's never started at 0-2 before. But yeah, no, Lamar is definitely better than that, and I'm glad that they got this win. So I'm not gonna have anything good to say about Dakota. He did show out in the fourth quarter. He brought the team back, but it was too little, too late. I think more than anything is I want to know how pissed off Jerry Jones is. For giving this man so much money, and he's not producing. He's one of the outside of the fourth quarter. I think Dakota is looking like one of the worst QBs in the league. I would have, last week we were talking about Bryce Young and don't take him out and everything else. Maybe he may be the worst. But I think that Dakota is right there, right next to him. I just think like he's been like I think he's in his head too much. I think he knew that he fucked up when he went and, said what he said before the season started or at the first week, when they didn't pay him his money. I think he's kind of messed up in the head right now. I don't know too much about what goes on off the field, but do you think like Jerry Jones ever come up to him and hey, let's have a talk, or hey, let's come to the office, or hey, let's have a performance review or some shit like that? I don't never, or do they just kind of like let it go? You know what I mean? I think you may be more of a pro. Yeah. Is there like a performance review type thing, or is it like, hey, I see you, you see me, and we just kind of cross paths, but you fucking up?
I mean, personally, to answer your question, I think that you're meeting with your head coach every day, right? So when you're in that position as the head quarter or as the quarterback, you meet with your head coach every day. You meet with your offense coordinator every day. Every day y'all have meetings. Every day y'all looking at tape. Like, yo, this is how this should go, and this is how we're gonna attack this defense. It's every day. But Jerry Jones, hell no.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
I don't think they like each other. I think that this was something like, if we don't do this, we don't got no quarterback. But that's just my opinion. That's how I think that rolls. And that is honestly by just watching Hard Knocks and shit like that. And that's not no insider information at all. But go ahead, homie.
Excuse me. No, that was it. That was it, really. You know me, I'll never have nothing good to say about Dakota unless he, really starts pulling his weight and starts winning. The Ravens looked really good here. They had a really good game. I hope this is no. I just hope they have a even better season because I really do like the Ravens. And as much as I hate to say it, the only other team I like outside the Saints and the Ravens are the Eagles. And they played my Saints over the weekend and they won. But outside of that, I want them to win. I want good for Jalen Hulu. But aside from that, the Ravens look great. Cowboys didn't look good until the fourth. Dakota needs to go sit his ass down somewhere. I'm not feeling them at all, man. Not feeling Dakota.
All right. Rita, what did you think about the Ravens versus the Cowboys?
Well, I knew the Ravens were going to win. I should have put fucking money on it, but I didn't. I knew they were going to win because they were 2-0 and they were on a mission. Straight up.
0-2.
They were on a mission to 0-2. Yes. They were 0-2 and they were on a mission to fucking win. And what team to better do it with than these punk ass Cowboys? So I was happy how they were acting. I liked their performance. I thought they all was just like, we gotta win. We gotta win. I think they haven't been 0-2 in like 100 years or whatever the fuck. So yeah. I'm happy with it. I'm glad the Cowboys lost. I should have put some money on it.
All right. Well,
hey, give us a little insight on it, man.
Well, I don't know if I have any insight, but what I can say is that I'm extremely worried. So I'm worried that, like big homie Wayne said, that Jerry Jones didn't stick to his guns. He's from Texas, right? Grew up in Oklahoma, but he, claimed Texas hard, and he didn't stick to his guns because he paid Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb, and they ain't done nothing this whole year. They beat the Browns, who is my team, and they look like one of the worst teams in the league. So they ain't getting you no brownie points. They ain't getting you no points.
Real quick, James, let me ask you, are they doing more? Can you rely on them more than you can rely on Dakota?
Rely on who?
On the Browns?
No.
What you
said
saying?
CeeDee Lamb.
No, you can't rely on his ass. You can't, because the thing is that they don't have any weapons. This is the problem. You don't got no weapons. You don't have a real run game, right? You didn't draft a running back. Didn't draft one. You said, I'm going all in. We going all in this year. We're going to go ahead and go all in. I don't know what the fuck he talking about. He must be senile. All in mean I'm putting all my chips in the middle. Not paying everybody that did the same shit they did last year. In the playoffs, they got beat by one of the youngest teams. They didn't draft a running back. They didn't draft another wide receiver that of any note. So only thing you got to do as a defense is just double team CeeDee Lamb off motherfucking day. Because Brandon Cooks is another year older. The team they don't have a reliable second option at wide receiver. They don't have any more weapons. So it's literally just Dak Prescott and CeeDee Lamb and an old ass Ezekiel Elliott, and it's the same team. It's the same team from like 5 years ago. There's nothing changed. They didn't add any defensive players. They don't got nobody, but they paid everybody. So you don't even have the option to be like, okay, fuck off. We want to trade Dak Prescott. You can't trade Dak Prescott next year because he has one of the richest contracts in the NFL. And if he's playing mediocre, who's going to trade for that? Maybe the fucking Browns, because we do stupid decisions. But I just feel real bad for Cowboys fans, man.
I hate when you say that about the Browns. It wasn't a stupid decision. You don't know what's going to happen until it happens. It's all hearsay.
But you understand somebody's character. You understand somebody's character. That's what you understand. That's the reason why you don't give somebody like that $245 million. If I had issues and if I had allegations about me, you think I'd get promoted at work?
No.
Or would they put me on administrative leave? Or would they do some other shit to me?
I would hope that they wouldn't have anything to fucking do with, with your job performance, But this is different, I think it's a different situation. No, I think it's a different situation than what you're talking about. His situation is a bit more extreme, and it has to do with the way of the world and how it's changing right now. you know what I mean, than what type of trouble that you would possibly get into if you were at work. You know what I mean? So it's a little different.
If I had all those,
and we've seen it where, you know, look at a Kobe situation when he was, you know, they said that he was allegedly, he did what he did, you know, and he came back, he won, and, you know, he was beating everybody in every game, and people damn near forgot about it. You know what I mean? That's what people expect and hope when they, for instance, when they bring Deshaun in, and they're like, you know, yeah, we know you have some allegations. Yeah, you know, we got some shit going on, but, you know, he's still like, we thought he was still like a great QB. And he probably still has a little bit in there. He just like we were talking about the other QB. He may be just in his head a little bit. He may have some other shit going on.
We're going to talk about the Browns. That is in a couple. Give me some time to talk about the Browns. But I'm telling you right now, character is one of the most important things when it comes to football. And that's why they like Dak Prescott so much. That's why they like Dak Prescott, because he has amazing character. He knows how to handle himself. But he can. This team, it's not Dak Prescott's fault. It's not his fault. It's the team. The team didn't do anything. So it's the same team from last year. So I expect the same results. And I'll tell you right now, the Giants don't look too bad. The Eagles don't look too bad. And the Redskins, I don't know what they're going to look like tonight, but them boys ain't fucking playing with that young quarterback. So if y'all expect the Cowboys are going to go 12 and whatever the fuck it is this year, 12-5, you tripping. You're tripping. Because it's a big possibility Cowboys won. But let's go on to the next game. Let's talk about the Panthers. The Panthers versus the Raiders. I'm going to let big homie Wayne start because he's the one I got to apologize.
For what?
You know why. Because you was wrong like Donkey Kong. So
look here, man. Look.
Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let's shout out to the problem child, man. Andy Dalton, man.
The problem child.
Yeah. Come on. Red hair, same name, I believe. Andy was his name. Problem child. That was his name, right?
I think so.
Same name.
Yeah, I think so.
So yeah, no, apologize for what? For me having an opinion? I hate when people gotta apologize for an opinion. No, man. I did. Okay, so yeah, man. Old boy was a problem. Young was a problem. He was the issue. But I'm also thinking like this is kind of like that first week Saints win, where I was like, oh man, they did such a phenomenal job. But I really think it was only because of the team that they were playing. I forget who they were playing. And I kind of feel like right here with the Panthers that as well. I want to say that Problem Child did a great job. He did a phenomenal job. But is it because like he did a phenomenal job or it was up against the Raiders, you know? But then I'm like, well, the Raiders beat the Ravens, you know what I mean? Like a week or so last week, if I'm not mistaken, you know, so I don't know. It's because, you know, they were up against the Raiders and the Raiders kind of suck. Or was it because, like, you know, Andy Dalton has something to prove? Like, you're going to take out this young boy, put the old kid in. And I don't know, man. It felt real kind of, even though it didn't happen this way, it felt real kind of Any Given Sunday-ish. You know what I mean? Like, you take the young guy out and put the old guy in, and the old guy kind of, you know, he fucking does better. You know, so I want to shout out to Dalton, man. I really feel bad for Bryce Young now. I don't know what's going to happen, especially if Dalton keeps having like a great remainder of the year. So yeah, man, I just really feel I feel bad for the young boy Bryce Young, man. I hope that he can figure out what it is that he needs, or figure out what it is that what issues he's having, what he needs to fix, what he needs to. I don't know. You know. Maybe it's, again, the pressure, having too much pressure on your back. You know, I don't know what it is. But to have the old guy come in and just make you look stupid, you know, I feel bad for the guy. But as far as Problem Child, man, keep doing your thing, bro, because you showed out last night. And there's nothing else I can say about it. But, hey, man, let's just keep it going. Let's see what you can do next week. But I'm not apologizing, though. I'm not apologizing.
I am. My bad. Yeah. Andy Dalton. I did not know. But I will say that it makes a lot of sense because Canales, who is the head coach now, he actually worked with Geno Smith to revive his career in Seattle. Mm-hmm. And then he worked with Baker Mayfield to revive his career in Tampa Bay. So if you get a veteran quarterback that's been around the block, that knows how to read defenses, run an offense, make quick passes, has experience in the playoffs, played against the Steelers every year, then that means, and the Ravens, excuse me, then that means that you have that experience necessary and you know how to dictate an offense. I wasn't thinking that. I wasn't even thinking about that. It wasn't even in my mind. I was thinking that this team is so bad that there's no way Andy Dalton's going to help shit because he's old. And I was wrong. Because if you think about it, Jameis Winston was the quarterback for Tampa Bay before Tom Brady got there. He threw 30 touchdowns and 30 interceptions. Tom Brady get there the next year and they go to the Super Bowl. So it is about having someone that is competent and knows how to run this shit and knows how to practice and knows how to have meetings and knows how to talk to the players. And I would say this, and this is the biggest takeaway for me. When you looked at the game, did you see how happy Deontay Johnson was? Did you see how happy Adam Thielen was? Did you see Chuba Hubbard just smiling because they were completing motherfucking passes and they haven't done it in 18 months? They haven't had competent play for 18 months, bro. That's all it was. Just like, damn, we can show everybody we ain't bums. They might win 5 motherfucking games, but they gonna be competitive. Even if the Red Rifle throw 100 interceptions, it's better than somebody that ain't even trying to throw the ball. Can't even see over the line, bro, and can't move. At least Andy Dalton is tall enough to see over the line and can throw the ball a little bit. I ain't trying to be ignorant, but that game blew my socks off. Pause. I could not believe that the Raiders looked like that after they beat Lamar Jackson, and I really couldn't believe Andy Dalton looked like that. But remember this one thing, and then I'll toss it to you, Rita. This is week 3 of the NFL. Weird shit happens in September, dog.
Craziest week. This has been the craziest week in
weird.
a long time.
It's going to be weird. Watch, because the Saints, and we're going to talk about the Saints after next. The Saints were averaging like 500 yards a game, and then they scored like 3 points for like 4 quarters.
Yeah.
It's weird. We got to wait till we get to October for us to really judge them. And I don't think the Panthers, they play some real teams. I don't think they're going to look this good. But the one thing I say is that they were happy. And I know Bryce Young, you know, he needs to sit and he's getting benched. But you got to understand, there's 53 plus other players on that team plus coaches. And motherfuckers need to keep their job, bro. And that's what happened. They was like, yo, we ain't trying to be rude. The young boy, we love the young boy. But we got to let the old head go ahead and do his thing, because this motherfucker completing passes. And we trying to keep our job because niggas going to think that we trash and ain't nobody going to pick us up in free agency. It's sad, man. He was there. He was on the sideline, you know what I mean, doing the whoop-de-whoop. And people talking about trading him.
He's getting traded. He's getting traded.
Trade him where?
They thinking about trading him to Miami. They talking about Miami because Tua's out. But Tua going to be back soon.
Tua's only out. Yeah, Tua only out for like 4 games, though.
Yeah, he only have 4 games. But if you watch that, I don't know if y'all watched the Dolphins game.
No.
Yo, let me ask you a question.
James Reels back there.
Time out. Let me.
The little arm.
You know I gotta be the shit talker. I saw some shit on Twitter. Did somebody lose their pants or some shit during the game?
I ain't see that.
Yeah, okay, all right. It looked
What
like
game?
The Miami game. Like, I guess somebody was getting tackled and they got their pants pulled down. And somebody on Twitter was like, "See, this is what happened with Tua's out of the game."
It was the worst quarterback play I've seen. So I don't think Bryce Young could be worse.
No way,
bro. Tyreek Hill had Jaden Waddle had like 4 points in fantasy. Tyreek Hill had like 10. Tyreek Hill. He almost had 2,000 receiving yards last season. He almost broke the record. He doing running back stuff. He a wide receiver. Yo, Skylar Thompson and them boys they got. I don't know why they didn't try to get Tannehill. I don't know what the fuck Miami doing. They weird. But I promise you, that coach is on get fired watch. He's on the hot seat because that coach and that GM doing some weird stuff. They doing weird stuff. But anyway, I'm sorry, Rita. Did you get a chance to watch the Panthers versus Raiders? And what did you think?
No, I didn't watch it.
Cool. Then we can keep going. Next up, let's go ahead.
We can talk about those Saints.
Well, who that? That's exactly what I was saying. Who the hell is that?
Still who that?
Who was that playing last week? The fuck happened on Sunday? So Hold
can
on.
start.
Let me introduce it. Let me introduce. Yes, Rita, you can go ahead and start it. Even though I know it's big homies Wayne's
No,
team.
go ahead.
Go ahead and start it. Rita, what did you think about the Saints versus the Eagles?
First of all, these fucking guy. I'm glad I didn't put money on this fucking game because I would have lost.
Yep.
The Eagles are a team that I hate. Everybody knows that about me. However, you cannot sleep on these Batman ass motherfuckers. Their defense is strong. Their offense is decent.
Yeah.
And the thing is, was their mistake. This was the number one mistake. Nobody, no fucking body was watching and keeping their eye on Goddard, wherever the fuck his name is.
Goddard, nigga.
Goddard. Is the E in
Dirt.
there? There's an E in there. Is the E silent? Okay, fine.
No,
Goddard.
it's Dirt. You said it.
Goddard.
No, it's not. It's Goddard.
Joe Dirt. It's Joe Dirt.
The dirt dude. Nobody was watching this guy, and this motherfucker was getting how many yards? He got like at least 800 yards this fucking game.
Goddard had 170 yards as a tight end. Thank you.
Okay,
you saved my fantasy week.
So that in Sarita's fucked up stats turn, that's 800 yards. So
oh my god.
So he was totally off their radar, even though he like slayed and got like 20-yard runs. No one still watched them. They were double teaming this guy, double teaming that guy. Nobody watched out for him. So the Eagles was smart and had this sneaky motherfucker hit all these routes. And I think he even got a touchdown. And he like never plays, or he's always in the game, but no one ever passes to him. They use the fuck out of him. And it's like the Eagles like watch their offense and they watched them games. They did their fucking homework and they just murdered them. It was so disappointing. So disappointing. Now, the thing is that they didn't really score at all. That because the Saints defense held it down too. The Saints defense held it down, but the Eagles defense really like fucked them up the entire game. So like looking at it from a percentage standpoint, they both suck. I hate them both. It was a low scoring game. It was boring most of the time, but this sneaky ass Goddard guy got him good. And that was their like end all be all. Now, I hope that the Saints don't lose their panache, don't lose your faith because you just played a good defense. But really for this week or whatever the fuck you play again, really look at the tapes and like just strengthen up. I'll give you that advice. Strengthen up. Get your plays down and watch out for them sneaky fucking weapons, those secret weapons that these other teams got, because that's how y'all got played and the defense murdered you. And that's fucked up because y'all were kicking ass these first 2 weeks. I haven't lost faith in you yet. I haven't lost faith in you. It's all right. You're going to come back like cook crack. And hopefully you don't got to play the Eagles again. That's my take on it.
Well, they might have to play them in the playoffs.
Yeah.
Might have to play them in the playoffs.
We'll be more prepared, I think. Because
all right, big
like
homie Wayne, what do you think?
Yeah, I think if we play them again, the game will be a lot closer because we'll have more time to really, study them. I just think the Saints kind of underestimated them. Maybe they were just flying high off for the past couple of weeks. But yeah, great defensive game. I'm looking at the score all over again, and it's like you didn't score nothing but from the first quarter to the last quarter. In the last quarter, everybody's like, you got to throw the ball up. Every team for themselves. We got to do this. So we got to, So, what I really wanted to talk about though.
Hold on, Wayne. I'm sorry. I got a question now. Yeah, somebody on the Saints was playing Iron Man football. Who the fuck was that?
Iron Man football?
Like they was playing both offense and defense. Or I'm looking at it, or I'm thinking about it.
Yeah, I don't know.
I think you're thinking about that Colorado game. You're talking about Travis Hunter, man.
Travis Hunter, yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
Yeah, that sounds like Travis Hunter.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, they gotta...
No more interruptions from
No, it's no interruption. It's what was gonna say?
Hold up. The jerseys are the same color. So
thank you.
Go ahead, big homie. I'm sorry.
Kind of, sort of.
They black and gold,
Gold.
nigga. It's the
But they
same
look,
Well, they need him on the
This one got a big
Saints,
buffalo
man.
on the side.
Hey, they do. That yo, he
They
needs
need
to
him
go
on
ahead
the fucking
and
Saints.
yeah.
Go ahead.
My question is more so of because James, you brought it to my attention, their offensive coordinator, Kubiak.
Yeah.
What
happened?
Because I can't, you know, because they kept him down to, I believe, if I'm thinking correctly, they kept him down, him being Carr, to like 94 yards up until the fourth quarter. So he really, but just like you were saying last week, it's like we're gonna throw like maybe 15 times, and because they also had old boy run the ball like constantly, to where I was just like, yo, stop giving this nigga the ball. Like, I'm like, you know what I mean? Like, it's Kamara. You're using him way too much, bro. It's like they're using him just like Colorado uses Travis Hunter. You know what I mean? Like,
and they knew it too. They knew it. Yeah. The defense was right there. They were right there.
Like they just like throwing their hands up. Like the Saints were throwing their hands up. Like, we don't know what else to do. We didn't expect this type of defense. I'm like, nigga, they're like third or fourth in defense. The Eagles are. You know what I mean? So what didn't Kubiak prepare for, or what didn't somebody prepare for?
You want me to answer that question?
Because I'm lost. Yeah. I don't know how you have those two greater games and then this one like not that great a game.
All right, so basically, we talked about how Kubiak is running a version of Kyle Shanahan, the 49ers offense. And the 49ers, you saw they lost yesterday too.
Yeah.
Yes.
The 49ers, your offense is predicated on the run. Run, play action, short screen passes, wide receiver or a running back that can catch. So you can do quick screens when you're getting blitzed. And you can run it and gash them when they're in zone, and when they're in too high safety, you can do short intermediate passes to Chris Olave. That's what the team is built off of, is that philosophy. You know how you stop that? It's real simple. You blitz.
Thank you.
And what you do is that you don't blitz 6. You blitz 7.
Mm-hmm.
And you change it 6, 7, 6, 7, 6, 7. Then you'll do 3. Then you'll do 4. But you continue to change your blitz. And the reason what happens is real simple. When you think they're gonna run it up the middle, you got two big people there, two defensive tackles or nickels or whatever. You have two big people there that's constantly pushing. So you going to stop Kamara from being able to run it up the middle. Okay, we can't do that. We're gonna run a slant. You're rushing 7, but that other person who was their linebacker that was on the Saints that they actually let go in free agency that the Eagles picked up and now they got to roll for him. He was playing out his mind because he did not get retained by the Saints. So he was guarding Kamara when they try to throw slants. And then the only thing you had to do is force Derek Carr to throw. And Derek Carr is just like Brock Purdy. He's just older. If you put that pressure on that boy to throw, he is not going to make tough decisions to throw it down the field. They're going to do short passes. And that means you dinking and dunking all the way, but you can't run. So you're going to go 3 and out, 3 and out, 3 and out. If you can rush and you can stop the run, you're going to beat that type of team all the time. The only other option you have is to outscore them. If you can't stop it and they score like 35 points because that offense can, then you have to score 36 points. But those are the two ways that you stop it, and that's what the Eagles decided to do. They got Fangio on the as the defense coordinators for the Eagles. The Eagles are smart, man. That dude he's been around. He's been a head coach, so they know how to scheme up different types of defenses, and that's the reason why they lost. I promise you, next week the Saints, I don't know who they play next week, but if the Saints play a team that's smart enough to be like, we're gonna do the same thing, and they got the players to do it, the Saints gonna lose. But I don't think that's gonna happen because the Eagles are very rare in their defense. They have big guys up front. They put money into that. They put money into that defensive line, bro. They ain't all the teams like that, Wayne. So the Saints are fine. The Eagles are like
Falcons. They play the Falcons next.
They're gonna beat. The Falcons ain't got it. The Falcons ain't going. The Saints are gonna beat the Falcons next week. Where they play them at though?
They play them in Atlanta.
Here in Atlanta. Yeah.
I know, right?
They're going. I think
and oh boy, it wasn't looking too bad yesterday, man. He didn't look horrible.
No.
I think that we are closer to the Penix experience than we think with Kirk Cousins. I think Kirk gonna get benched soon. I do. I think he's gonna get benched. I think he's gonna get benched. And I think he's gonna start that rookie because I don't think that they can beat the Saints. And I don't think they can beat Tampa Bay either. Even though Tampa Bay lost yesterday, I don't think they can beat Tampa Bay. So we're gonna see. We're gonna see. But yeah, that hopefully that answers your question, big homie Wayne.
If they follow that blitz thing that Eagles did, then they golden.
But Rita, you gotta have the people, you gotta have the personnel, Rita.
Yeah.
And if you don't got the personnel, you're gonna try to do it and you're gonna get fucked up. Everybody
knows Eagles are the fucking kings of blitz.
They've been doing it for a generation. They did it when Andy was there. They did it before Andy was there. They've done that for a long time. They're big, always have big, tough, rugged teams. They always got Brandon Cox, or they always have somebody that can rush. Graham's still playing it. Brandon Graham is still on the team. So they have experienced defensive players. The Saints are fine. I think the Saints are going to, if they don't let this fuck with them mentally, I think the Saints are fine.
Yeah.
And I know people don't think that this matters, but their backup quarterback didn't play. Taysom Hill, he's injured. And Taysom Hill runs all types of weird exotic packages. He's a tight end, fullback, running back, quarterback. So they do a lot of fun stuff with that dude. And he'll get you 10 yards out of nowhere. And it gets your offense running. And he's the heart of that team. When sometimes you don't got that type of player around, causes problems. All right. Browns versus Giants. Rita, big homie Wayne, did y'all watch this game?
I think I watched a lot of the first half. One thing I wanted to say before you get off into your spiel,
because you know I'm about to.
Maybe I sound stupid, but I feel like he wasn't watching. Like he didn't look. He got hit from behind a couple times. Talking about Watson. He got knocked down, a couple times from like he wasn't looking behind him. Like he just looked very, what's the word, immature, or like I don't know. I didn't like the way he looked today. Yeah. He just kind of, nobody was doing what they were supposed to do. It happens, but it just looked. He just wasn't looking behind him. He just took the ball and just kind of just looked forward. And I'm like, yo, the dude is coming right at you. Like I know you don't have spidey sense and no shit like that. I get it. God damn, like you've been a QB for a little while, man. You're gonna use do like one of these shits right here and then like be at it. But he just did not look. Your man needs his massages, dog. He's not himself without him doing what he likes to do, man. So now it's getting like it's not funny anymore. Now it's not funny anymore. Now it is something that the guy likes. He's not even protecting himself anymore. You know what I mean? That's how crazy it's gotten. But you tell me, you let me know how you feel about it, man. How they look. Tell me why this loss was so a tough loss for you guys. And are you completely done with Deshaun Watson?
Well, I was done with his ass last year when he got injured again. So the reason why we lost this game is because our offensive line could not protect him. And when they could, he don't know how to make decisions anymore. Mm-hmm. Y'all know what this is? This here is a lot of drummers use this. It's a hand gripper. It's like a hand thing. You know what I mean? You use this to get your hand stronger. And I want to take this hand and punch him right in his motherfucking face. You stupid dickhead. I swear to God, man. We put all this money behind this goofy ass motherfucker and he sucks, man. All right, the game started off with a fumble. I don't know what the hell the Giants are doing, but they fumbled. I'm like, oh, okay. And then the next play, we throw a touchdown. I said, oh, and it was to Amari Cooper, which I was just talking, we was all talking shit about last week, that this motherfucker quiet quitting. He catch the ball. Tough catch too. We in the mix. And then we are nothing for the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Nothing. Like we scored or whatever, but like, that doesn't matter. So I really looked at this game again. I watched the whole game because I was watching Red Zone. So I said, I'm going to watch the game. So this morning, I watched the entire game. Consolidated. It's only 47 minutes. But I watched the whole game. And you know what I noticed about my team, the Browns?
What's that, brother?
We have people from a different era, different head coach, different GM. And then we drafted players and got a quarterback from this era. So we had one of the best offensive lines 3 years ago. We had some of the best wide receivers 2 years ago. We had one of the best running backs, even though he's injured right now, 2 years ago. But the team is a bunch of motherfuckers put together that don't fit the scheme because we changed our offensive coordinator. So our offensive coordinator is different. And we're trying to be the Buffalo Bills without the Buffalo Bill players. We have Jared Jeudy and Cooper, but we don't have a speedster running back. And I love Andrew Berry, our GM, but he does not know how to draft wide receivers at all. At all. He is fucking up because, and then when we tried to go get one from free agency, we keep getting little Amari Coopers. We got motherfuckers that can run routes. That's great. They can't get open for downfield passes. Doesn't matter anyway because Deshaun Watson hold on to the ball for so long that it doesn't even matter if our offensive line was good because nobody can protect for 6 seconds. We are fucked up because our team is everywhere. We need to literally start over again, but they won't. They can't. You can't do that shit right now. You can't do it. It's the middle of the season. There's nothing you can do. The best thing that we could do is continue to roll on, rely on our defense, but Garrett's hurt. JOK's not playing up the stuff. Fucking Ward, he on his 5th concussion. He out there looking like Tua in this bitch. We are not going to be a team that was last year where we made it to the playoffs because the Steelers are undefeated. You think the Ravens are going to continue to lose? And the Bengals? Get the fuck out of here, man. We are sorry. We know we sorry. We have a quarterback that still haven't thrown for 300 fucking yards. We are going to have problems. We're going to have problems all year. It doesn't matter who Chubb comes back. That shit don't fucking matter. Our offensive line is atrocious. We have niggas that's injured. Hey, y'all, real quick. Our starting right tackle, he's hurt. We got a backup right tackle. His name is DeJuan Jones. He injured his knee last year. His main problem coming out of college and the reason why he fell to like the 5th round was because they say he had maturity issues. What that means when you get drafted is that if you're fat, you keep eating. If you're skinny, you don't work out. If you're small, you don't, do more shit to help yourself be better. I don't know. You can't help height. But he got injured. This motherfucker looked like he weighed 440 pounds. So he's 6'8", 440. Only thing I got to do is be 6'2", 120, 220 and just run right past this motherfucker. They benched him. The backup got injured. We had to throw his ass back out there. Deshaun Watson got sacked so much, man. It didn't even fucking matter what we did. And the Giants is one of the worst teams in the fucking league. They had Daniel Jones out there. Daniel Jones threw for 236 yards. Get the fuck out of here. You got outplayed by Daniel Jones. Get this nigga out of here. Put this nigga on the bench. That's all I got to say about that.
All right.
Fuck out of here.
But, that's what I was going to say. That's what I was actually, my next question was going to be is, do you think they should put him on the bench?
It don't matter, Wayne. If they put him on the bench, what you doing? We still got to pay this motherfucker $95 million for the next 2 years. We can't do shit with him. Nobody wants him, right? And then our backup is Jameis Winston. He talking about eating W's. He's a weirdo. Love Jameis. He's a funny dude, but that nigga's crazy. And he gonna get fucked up. But the one thing about Jameis, he gonna throw the ball no matter what. It don't matter. You don't gotta be open. He throwing it. You don't gotta be open. He gonna throw it to he'll throw it to the other team. He'll throw it to our team. He'll throw it to the coaches. He'll throw it to Rita. He gonna throw it to us, me. He don't give a fuck, nigga. He gonna throw it. He's throwing it to everybody.
He's going to let go of the ball.
He's going to let go. He's not holding on to shit. That nigga ain't getting sacked. Fuck you. Throwing this ball up, nigga. Catch it. Somebody gonna catch it or the ground gonna catch it. It's over, man. The Browns is over. Only thing I hope is that we keep our coach. But our GM, man, I love Andrew Berry. Black man came from Philly, but it might be time. He can't draft wide receivers. He cannot fucking draft running backs. He just can't draft offense. And we're gonna be in the Shedeur Sanders sweepstakes, man. I really believe that shit, bro. Us and the Cowboys. Oh, one more quick thing, and then we'll go to the Texans versus the Vikings and get up out of here. I wanted to say this about the Cowboys game. I forgot about this. Hey, yo, Jerry Jones, do everything that you can do humanly possible, since you the GM, you and your son, to trade to get the first and the second overall pick. So you can get Travis Hunter and you can get Shador Sanders. Trade Micah Parsons motherfucking ass. Trade Dak. Trade CD. Trade whoever you need to trade.
Relax, my nigga.
No,
relax.
You get them two boys, and I promise you, if they get Sanders and Travis Hunter, you don't need CD no more. Because Travis is going to play cornerback and motherfucking wide receiver. And kicker and punter.
And tight end.
And tight end. The fumble that Rita was talking about, that's what Travis Hunter did. He's the one that caught that fumble at the Avenue game. And he caught, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Look, Jerry, do it. Fuck him. Fuck him. Fuck him. Or just keep losing. You don't got to do nothing. Just probably keep losing. You'll get the first round pick. Somebody got to get the first pick. Somebody. And the Panthers seem like they don't want it. I don't know why. So anyway, I'm off my soapbox.
I think we all had like a little soapbox. You know.
I just as a Browns fan, I had a lot of hope. I picked them to go to the Super Bowl, y'all.
It's still early,
man.
Get the fuck out of here. Myles Garrett, both Myles Garrett's feet he got 2 bunions. Can't walk.
Them on the field.
Can't believe we lost to the
Give them a uniform.
I can't believe we lost to the fucking Giants, bro. They only scored 15. They scored 21 points. And they spotted us 7. We still lost. How is that possible? How? To the Giants, they about to lose every game. Their coach about to get fired. Go ahead. All right. Texans versus Vikings. I can't do it no more. I'm starting to get a headache and my tooth hurt. I'm so pissed. I want to punch this nigga in his jaw, bro. I swear to God, I'm about to DM some broads on Instagram and send them to his house so he can get a massage and fucking play better, please. Jesus, come on.
Should have been doing, dog.
Anyway, Texans versus Vikings.
You should have been did that for your boy, man.
I think this game surprised Rita the most.
Yeah, man.
Because her Super Bowl pick looked like hot trash. So, let's go ahead, Rita. I'm going to start with you. Give us your recap of the Texans versus the Vikings.
Man, it was complete bloodbath.
34-7, FYI.
Caucus ass Vikings. Fucking
school is what they call it. The school.
Damn. And don't let the blonde dreads fool you. I am not a fucking Vikings fan at all.
Yes, she is. She's from the mountains.
She not Caucus.
She mixed. She mixed.
These motherfuckers ran in on them. There was a few things that hurt the Texans. One, your defense was non-existent against these Vikings. I don't know why.
Yeah.
The only time y'all actually did something was in the second quarter, and maybe that's because I don't know. It was just fucking horrible. You were drowning in penalties. What's his name? Tunsil?
Yes.
Tonsils. He needs to sit the fuck down, bench his ass for at least 2 weeks with all those fucking penalties he had. You couldn't stop the run. Darnold ran all over you. You couldn't stop the run. And Jefferson, your defense, or like your wide receiver defense, y'all just couldn't catch up to this motherfucker. Is he that fast? Like, damn. He gave him the ball and was like, Purim.
Justin Jefferson?
Yeah.
Yeah, he is that fast.
He's that fucking fast. You can't catch him.
He's that good. Yeah, he is.
So
good,
it was very, very disappointing. And then the offense just didn't look like it was together. Like, where was the Texans from the first 2 games that you won, baby? Like, what happened? But that's okay.
Mm-hmm.
But that's okay. Please learn from your fucking mistakes. And because I honestly don't think that the Vikings are that good. They're the only undefeated team, apparently.
Well, them and the Steelers and a couple other niggas, but yeah.
Yeah, which is shocking. And it was a super full moon this week, so maybe that was it. Maybe they had some crystals and prayed to that motherfucker, because I don't know what's going on. I just didn't think they were that fucking good. Like,
they prayed to the squirrel god,
bruh. They tapped into that ancestral Viking energy and murdered these niggas. So Outside of that, though, they tried, but they didn't try hard enough. Just get it together, babies. Learn from your mistakes and really just fight against like anybody that got a bomb ass run, anybody that got a bomb ass pass. Don't like if a team has a good offense, a good run, and good pass. Okay, so now all of a sudden you're gonna get fucking beat every time. Like, come on, bruh. Come on. No. Your defense got to step up, and y'all got to stop getting these fucking penalties. These penalties was like 100 yards worth of penalties. Like, damn, it was like, was this the game that it had like fucking 8 false starts and you went from 1st and 5 to like 1st and 30? Like, I hate you. So it was horrible football. But I'm not giving up on y'all. I still like y'all. I don't love you, but I still like you. So
Okay.
Get it together.
I would like to talk about the penalties as well. Then I give it over to the big homie Wayne.
Mm-hmm.
So there's this new thing that the refs are, being really tough on this year, and that is this alignment penalty. So if you're not on the line, that's why Tunsil kept getting flags. Yes. So if you watch the preseason, they were doing it in the preseason. And that's why I like the preseason, because the refs are even practicing. So they were calling like this penalty like a bunch. So people like, damn, what are y'all doing?
Was that there last fucking year? Because I don't fucking remember
it's new. It's brand new. So
you got to be in a fucking pyramid formation. Don't
basically, yes. You can't be above or below a certain line. You have to be on the line. It's a weird rule, but remember, like we said, this is September. This is the first day of fall. It's weird the first 4 weeks. Once that 5th, 6th week happens, the refs chill out. They drink some scotch and they relax. They don't call these plays. But as of right now, they called it. And that did have a big effect. And Tunsil never has been penalized like that. He's one of the best left tackles in the league. I don't know if y'all remember when he got drafted, he fell in the draft because a pitcher came out with him with a gas mask that had a bong on it, and he was like blowing big clouds and stuff. That's Jeremy Tunsil. Yeah, he was enjoying his life in college. This was before weed was legal anywhere besides California. So, it was still a big thing that GMs cared about. Now they don't care. They don't even test for it no more in the NFL. So he got in trouble for that. Of course, everybody blunted. So people blunted during the games. You can even tell. Certainly the wide receivers, they high out their mind. So
I can never tell when somebody else is high, man.
Beast Mode said he was high and he would take a shot of Henny before every game. Beast Mode. And you saw what he did. He's probably gonna be in the Hall of Fame. Anyway,
I don't think they blowing weed, but I know I know a couple of them doing coke.
No, they blowing weed. I know definitely of them doing coke. Listen to all the smoke. They getting high. They get high. They all do high. I don't know about coke. That's hard. But anyway, y'all need to start looking at the Vikings. Y'all think just because they got Sam Darnold, they on some old bullshit. Let me tell you something. Yeah. Sam Darnold, he got drafted by the Jets. Dysfunctional organization, weirdos, can't keep a coach, can't keep an offense. Their coach, he was on coke. Remember that press conference with the dude had his big eyes like that the whole time? That was their coach. He was high. I don't give a fuck what nobody said. Stephen A. Smith said he was high. He said he was high. And he was high. He was high the whole press conference. He had to sniff some coke to go out there.
Stephen A. Smith.
Okay.
Because he looked like, bro, his nose was bleeding. What do you think he got going on?
Was he like, okay, hold on. Was he like
he on medicine?
High? Was he like Macho Man high?
No, he wasn't like, yeah, brother. No, he was sitting there. His eyes are so big.
Hold on.
She said, I didn't talk about Macho. I didn't say it. She did. She did.
Hold up, man. Macho Man never did no drugs, man.
Besides roids, he never did nothing. He never did nothing besides roids. A whole bunch of them. He never did nothing else besides that. Don't disrespect.
My bad, Wayne.
Anyway, Sam Darnold, he went to the Panthers. We all know what the fuck going on with that team. We all know what's going on. The Panthers saying it now. Yeah, they ain't had the red rifle, but the Panthers, they had Sam Darnold and Baker Mayfield on the team at the same time. Do y'all remember that shit?
No.
So that was number 1 and number 2 pick. That was how bad the Panthers were. That was 2022. That was a couple years ago. What happened was that last year, Sam Darnold went to the 49ers and he was the backup for Brock Purdy. They called the Shanahan offense quarterback school because you got to learn how to think quick. You got to learn, your feet have to be placed right. They teach you how to be a quarterback in the Shanahan offense. You got to know this shit to run this shit. Well, he did, he was a free agent, didn't get picked up, got picked up by the Vikings to be the backup or the starter because they had draft JJ McCarthy, the young boy, and they let Kirk Cousins go. Yeah, Sam Darnold outplayed that young boy all camp because he knows his offense because he was at the elevated version of it with the 49ers. They have a fantastic coach. They have the best wide receiver in the league. They have fucking, who is it? Aaron Jones is their running back. He had 102 yards last night.
Yeah.
That team is not playing. And guess who their defensive coach is? The guy that's suing the NFL. Brian Flores is their defensive coach.
I know he looked familiar.
Okay.
I keep fucking around with that team. Don't be surprised. The motherfuckers in the bowl. Don't be surprised.
I ain't gonna be surprised at all. They definitely playoff-esque.
And don't be surprised if the Texans are playing the Chiefs in the fucking AFC Championship because the Texans are not a bad team. They're really good. Them motherfuckers are awesome. So for the Vikings to do that to them boys, go ahead, keep sleeping. Also, real quick before Big Homie Wayne go, keep sleeping on the Seattle Seahawks too. They 3-0. Nobody talking about them.
Oh yeah,
coming there. Geno Smith coming there and fuck you up. Metcalf come and fuck your whole team up. Go ahead. Yeah. You gonna see? We all gonna see all these teams that's 3-0 right now. The teams that are 3-0, they are great teams. They just play defense, small little bit of offense, score, boom, bing, bow, and get your ass up out of there. Big Homie Wayne, you watched this game. What did you think, partner?
Nothing that had already been said, man. Y'all really didn't say everything. I don't have anything else to say about the team. Nothing good or bad. The Vikings. I ain't got nothing to say about it, man.
That's good.
I'm sorry about the Texans. Yeah, I'm sorry about the Texans, the Rita. But other than that, I ain't got nothing to say. Shout out to Darnold. That's a stupid fucking name, by the way. But either way, but no, man. But you're right, James. We're thinking about everybody else, but it's people like him who are flying under the radar, and they're gonna come right in and smack everybody in the face. He's not doing too well or doing too bad. He's like right in the middle, and he's gonna come right in and smack everybody in the face and end up getting to that Super Bowl, man. So shout out to him. Shout out to him. I love, me, man. I love a low key person. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love a low key person. I hope he don't start showing up in goofy ass suits and all blinged out and shit like that. I hate that shit, man. But so shout out to him. And see, now I'm gonna keep watching. Because Darnold, but again, this could be just because. Well, no, I'll take that back. It's not because of the Texans because they're not doing horribly.
No, man, it could be a mirage, but I would say that right now, Sam Darnold's the MVP. He's the MVP right now. Oh, wow. Early. I know, y'all. We got 15 more games left, but he threw 4 touchdowns yesterday. That ain't nothing to sneeze at. And if y'all notice, offense, certainly quarterback play is down big time this year. Big time. It's not just my trash ass team and Massage Envy's whack ass. It's all of these quarterbacks are not throwing high yardage. They're not. Patrick Mahomes, he has yet to have 275 yards. They're not. It's the defenses are catching up to this bullshit, and they pissed. They tired of getting all these balls thrown on them paws. Nah, man. All right, so we got games on now. So let me go ahead and get y'all up out of here. Just want to go ahead and say P. Diddy didn't do it, and when it comes to free puff. When it comes to everything else, he didn't do it, Rita. I know, Rita, you think he did. And you have your own opinion, but we'll talk about that because, he didn't do it. Anyway, it's all right to fly a bitch out. And
if you was invited to a puffy party, you would go to. And you know what? Somebody said this.
I ain't gonna hold you. I was fucking go. Damn right, I was fucking go.
Yeah,
I would go.
They said that there's a difference between a puffy party and a freak off. It said that there's a difference. Like, not every puffy party had a freak off, but it's like, at a certain time, you just kind of hear that it's time for the freak off, and you can either join or leave. You know what I mean?
But the thing is that can you blame him though? Because he is like let's just look at how Puffy carried himself and his swag in general and like his whole demeanor. This motherfucker, everybody want to be the Black Hugh Hefner. And if he got a big ass mansion in fucking Gelato Caves, wherever the fuck you call them shits. And
what the fuck else are you gonna do with it?
So then, of course, it's gonna be cool. Now the thing is that motherfuckers is coming out the woodwork and suing and mad and shit and because they Black.
Look, I'm gonna tell you,
Hugh Hefner did it for years.
I'm gonna tell you right now, like you said, Hugh Hefner did it for years.
And they got a show about that shit.
Yeah, Hugh Hefner was bugging. The only difference between Hugh was his hue. And that was
Hugh, my nigga.
That was it, because I people used to always talk about, there's stories online about kids, 16-year-olds going to the Hugh Hefner party. Ain't nothing out there but tits and ass. And he's shooting everything on camera. Man.
That was the reason to have a party. You didn't go there to actually like network and do business. If you was handling business, you did handle business, but you can't handle fun.
You can handle business while you.
It was a fuck off. It wasn't a freak off. It was a fuck off.
Playboy Mansion. Exactly. You know what
you don't go there for snacks, mama.
Yeah, like if you had a shirt on, you felt uncomfortable because you was the only one not showing your tits. Like,
yes.
Like,
Hugh Hefner be like, yo, you got your shirt on, you better get the fuck up out of here. Got 100 bitches outside waiting, naked.
And let's not even talk about all the two-piece parties from college and shit that so many HBCUs had.
Y'all never heard of Freaknik?
That shit's been going on for years. However, I still it's a shame that he's getting the book thrown at him. I don't know who the fuck you pissed off, my G.
He invite that DA to the party. He should have invited the DA to the party. Yeah,
no, but you ain't got a ledger. You ain't got the ledgers from Black Caesar. You ain't got the ledgers.
Oh my God, Rita,
where's the ledgers? You ain't got the ledgers with the names.
You gotta go through a lot of shit that you ain't never seen. Black Caesar, Wayne, don't worry about it. I'm gonna show it to you. I seen the DVD. That's my shit.
Okay. Yeah, no.
You always gotta have that book, baby.
He got that book, but that's why they put him on suicide watch. If they somebody gonna try to kill his ass.
They took it. They raided the crib. Oh, never mind. Fuck it.
I'm trying to tell you, man. I'm trying to tell you, this is some bullshit. But we're gonna talk about that hopefully later. But I just want to put that out there before we end it today. And yeah, man, y'all get ready to vote. I'm gonna keep saying it. Don't play. Yeah. This ain't no couch time. Please get up. Yeah. We got some real shit going on up in this country. We got motherfuckers getting blown up everywhere. People getting shot in Alabama. Pray for them. I don't mean to get too political. I know this is about sports, but shit is getting wild outside. You heard me? So we come here to talk about sports and, shed some love. So y'all enjoy football tonight. Love everybody. Thank y'all for coming. Thank y'all for watching What the F Happened this week. We appreciate y'all and we love y'all, man. Peace out. And y'all have a blessed day.
Thank y'all.